What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Today, Brother Tobias Q Brown, you guys have seen him on my channel before. He sent me a particular video. A video that was shared by Earthquake. And Earthquake is a very popular African-American comedian. And I think he's quite funny, quite entertaining. He's never really got to the levels of a Kevin Hart or a Chris Tucker or something like that. But he is funny, right? He says a lot of real stuff. And he talks about, in this particular video, I just want the effort you gave the nigga that didn't deserve it, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to play this particular video clip. It was done on IGTV Live, but I want to, shout his channel out. Go to The Real Earthquake on Instagram. And then I'm going to come back and I want to talk about this and give some limelight to it.
People ask me why I'm single, and I tell them why I'm single. Because though people want the truth, they can't handle the truth. And to be quite honest with you, the hypocrisy is stunning for any real nigga. And I hope this don't get me in no trouble. I have dated women who has been physically, mentally, and emotionally abused by other men. And they tell me about it, and they tell me how long they've been with them. But then when they meet me, they break up with me and don't want to stay with me because I tell them that I just can't be with you. And what me up, you'll stay with this nigga that treated you bad, but you'll leave me because you don't want to deal with competition. You say you didn't deserve what he did to you, but you're going to tell me you deserve me without no competition. Please help me to understand. That's the difference between men and women in relationship, in my humble opinion. Some women feel they deserve that man because who they are. Real men, when they know that woman and they want them, they apply themselves to let you know and show you why they deserve to be with you and why you should be with him. Just a friendly note on a Friday.
Guys, you heard what he had to say, okay? Earthquake, like I said, a guy like him in our community is still a successful guy, all right? And in the black community, you don't have to be as successful as you are in mainstream America. You can still, there's a lot of, economies there. But Earthquake has definitely dealt with his share of women. So much so that he knows that a lot of women have come to him complaining about their last guy, who they did everything for. He talks about black women that have been abused by emotionally, physically, all of these things. He talks about all of this. Yet, what he's talking about is they want to go through hell and back for the guy who is dysfunctional. The guy who don't have nothing going on for them. All right? But here's the problem. As a successful comedian, black women want to dump him or break off a relationship with him because they're intimidated by his success and other women that want him. You see? See, she doesn't want to compete for a guy like him, but she wants to feel like she deserves to be with somebody like him. She deserves to be with him because she's a woman, right? That's the attitude that happens in a lot of the community, not all, but in African American communities around men. If you listen to their number one complaints is that women feel they are entitled to me because because they're women. They don't have to do anything. You know, and I will tell you like this, when it comes to successful black men, and one of the reasons why you see a lot of black men from our communities going to, you know, the Dominican Republics of the world, you know, they're going to other communities. You have some brothers that go to Africa. I'm going to tell you why a lot of black men don't date or don't want to get into long-term relationships with African American women. Because they believe that African American women feel like they don't need to compete for them. How do we know this? I just did a video about Lizzo. Lizzo's bragging about her account as obese. Well, I got this, I got that. But when it comes to, you know, her possibly losing the weight to get the kind of attractive man that she wants to get, she's not willing to put in the work to do that. And it's the same thing that Earthquake is talking about. See, when it's us as black men, we have to go through that, if you will, tenureship of becoming a man. The rite of passage, if you will. Okay? We have to continue on the rite of passage. As a black man, you're not. As a man, you're not born a man. You are made one. Something that you have earned over time. You have become the guy who is skillful enough to become a provider. You're a guy who has been wise enough to become a provider. You're a guy that's become wise enough to become a builder. And then after you have done that, then you are a man. But see, women don't want to put the same effort into getting a husband of that caliber. See, women want to just feel like they deserve it. But the thing about it is, they'll go and deal, a lot of times in the black community, a guy that ain't nothing, they'll give their best to them. They'll give the best to them. How many times have you seen it? Sisters in Minister Jap talked about it. You will be in a relationship with a lady that just got a bad relationship with another guy. She been dogged out by him for 4 or 5 years. She get with a dude that's functional, got some things going for him. She can't respect it, can't understand it. She ain't gonna stay with you that long. She'll stay with you 6-7 months and go right back to another guy. Because I'm telling you right now, a lot of sisters stay in relationships with guys they feel that need them. It's like, oh, I feel needed. Oh, I feel like I'm desired. Oh, I feel more wanted because he's dysfunctional. Yeah, he might be kicking my ass or whooping on me and all of this stuff like that. But this is what, you know, he's looking for. Okay? This is what's going on. This is what's happening. And what he is saying, why don't you show me that same energy and that same love that you show the niggas who ain't worth nothing? That's all he's asking for. And see, that ask, and this ask comes from a guy who still loves black women. Like Earthquake, he don't see himself being, he don't see himself being with a white woman. But I'm telling you right now, you're seeing less and less black men doing this. Black men are not gonna waste their time. Okay? They're not gonna waste their time. Listen to what I'm saying. They're not gonna continue to waste their time asking sisters, will you stop giving your love to Pookies and Ray Rays and don't want to give your love to me? They're not gonna do that. What you're gonna continue to find is this, travel brother community growing. You're gonna see black men going to different types of different black women. Black men dealing with women from Trinidad, Jamaica, Africa. You're gonna find that, and then you're gonna find that black men are gonna be just dealing with white women. Because why? Like, what guy in any community has to ask their women, would you stop dealing with the niggas who don't give a damn about you and giving them the same respect in a relationship and energy that you would give me, a guy you should be competing for and you refuse to do so. And when we have any hiccups, I'm not beating on you, I'm not doing it, you want to go back to the other guy. The only place that happens is Bizarro Land, shout out to the studio, which is Black America. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. And so when you're dealing with something like that, that's a problem. And a lot of African American men are not gonna deal with that. Won't happen. It cannot happen. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea D. Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts, guys. And as you know, go to the Patreon, the first comment pinned to the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.